We'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. Miss Clacey Guilford, how are you?
I'm fine.
We're up here in the 13th District. What's happening in the 13th District?
Everything, a lot of what I don't like, but most of what I do like.
Okay, well tell me about this vigil that happened up here.
Oh, we had a candlelight vigil for the young man that was killed in the shopping center, the Korean, that was doing a delivery for Erdman Liquors, a longtime friend of Jack's, and it was gruesome, but the candlelight vigil was beautiful.
Why?
You know,
why was it beautiful?
It was beautiful because all the politicians turned out, the groups, every group that you can think of that was supporting this family turned out. That what I didn't like about that.
What didn't you like?
I didn't like all them politicians because I haven't seen them, didn't see them before it, and haven't seen them since. They have not come to my door and asked me anything. Well, a couple of them did, but I did have a lovely talk with a lady today that's running for city council for the 13th district, Miss Sneed. That's her.
Big old endorsement.
Well, because for one thing, she didn't promise me anything.
What do you mean?
She let it be known that I'm not gonna promise you. A lot of them had come and ring my doorbell. Well, I promise you things gonna be different. You know how many I'm 62 years old. You know how many times I heard that?
How many times?
Every time it was time to vote.
You know, I came through my old neighborhood not long ago, Patterson Park. And Patterson Park in Lanville, just below North Avenue.
Yeah.
That neighborhood has not been touched in my lifetime. I'm 46 years old. Well, what is it about our elected officials that, you know, they'll tell us anything to get our vote?
Yeah.
And then once they get there, that's it. And then we as a people, black people, we'll keep on voting for people. And I ain't gonna call no names in East Baltimore who've been there so long. They've been there since slavery, it seems.
Yeah.
And they, you know, I mean, pass the ball. I mean,
right.
what's up with our politicians?
Well, one thing, I think it's a cult. I think they keep each other in to get what they want.
What do they want?
What I believe. Well, for whom?
Well, for themselves. What do they want?
Everything. For me?
No, for themselves. I mean, I've been told, for instance, that they want power. And then my question becomes, in a city with 47,000 vacant and abandoned properties, power over what?
Over what?
Is it power to help 1,000 people get a job? Now, I like that kind of influence.
If that's what comes out of it, but I haven't seen it either.
But I just see people who get elected and reelected and reelected, and
giving themselves raises,
but also
taking everything from me.
But also, as was stated recently in the Wall Street Journal regarding the Grand Prix, when you start looking at where people get campaign donations from, it's a lot of times from big businesses. In other words, the politicians are influenced by people who don't even live in the community. That's who they really are, or that's who help keep them in power. The big businesses who really only care about their business.
Well, because they have money, we don't. That's why they don't care about.
But we have a vote.
We have a vote, and in order for us to turn this around, we have to come together.
Okay.
I can sit here and tell you all day what I'm gonna do, who I'm gonna vote for, but.
I think your endorsement carries a lot of weight. But let me ask you this: any message to people, black, white, Latino, Asian, but particularly black people, about the importance to vote?
You have to vote. A lot of people have told me in my time, I'm not going to vote because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't vote. They win when we don't vote. But if you vote, pick the one. I'm not saying who you vote for, but you do vote. But don't say you're not going to vote because it don't mean nothing.
And we really should be beyond that, especially, you know, when I think of people like Fannie Lou Hamer, Rosa Parks, people, you know, Medgar Evers, black, you know, strong black people in our history who sacrificed, who got beat up. Dogs were sick on them. Fire hoses. I wasn't going to stand in front of no fire hoses. That's what my daddy told me. He was ducking them fire hoses and them dogs. But I mean, black people who, you know, killed, lynched. You know, what is it that we have forgotten? But we know every, you know, new song, every new award show. We know all of that superficial stuff, but the vote. Tell me one more time.
You gotta vote. We have to vote. And not only that, as black people, we have to come together. We are the only race that does not stick together. But we have to stick together with a purpose.
Well,
and that's to succeed.
Well, for me, part of that purpose is, did you know that almost half of America's prisons are filled with black men?
Yeah, because they give up. That's what they wanted.
But we're not that big a number. We're 15% of the population, but black men alone are 44% of America's prisons.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a disparity. So it's a lack of jobs, lack of education. It's a prison system that just grows and grows while they're closing schools.
Lack of guidance. Again, it started home. My parents were the best. I didn't think that then, but I'm so glad I came up in the era that I did with them butt whippings I got.
Yeah,
I can still feel them.
Yeah, you had a mama and a daddy?
Yeah, mama and a daddy.
I had a mama and a daddy, but a lot of these kids today either got a mama or they only got a daddy.
Well, my children was raised, well, they wasn't raised with their daddy. They were raised, I was a single mom, but I had a husband. Well, he wasn't my husband for years, but he raised my children. That's who they recognized his daddy because he cared, and he had children of his own. He took care of his, and he took care of mine too.
I can tell you're a real good woman.
I try to be.
Good deal. Anything else? Anything else?
Go out and vote.
Okay.
Go out and vote, and I mean that. And don't make me come at
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Keep watching BMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. You got a straight endorsement. That's right. Ain't took cold advantage of it.